If you record as much content as I do, you will have definitely gone through a few microphones, cameras, tripods, the works, trying to find the best setup. And in this video, I want to show you my favorite setup, which is not what I'm talking on right now. Right now, I am recording to the Insta360 camera on my computer with the Hollyland Lark Max microphone. And I want to show you what I am actually using on a day-to-day basis, which is the Insta360 Flow 2 gimbal. I cannot tell you how amazing this device is. Now you may notice off the bat that I have this big, flat, black quick release on the bottom. That is because I always attach this to my tripod. If I remove this, it does have its own little tripod. I could go into a lot of detail about this device, but this video is about exactly what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, so I'm gonna stick with that. So what I do is turn on this gimbal, and then I do not use the connector that comes with it, as I find this is actually a little awkward to get on every time. It's a pain. Right now it's not level. I always have extra effort trying to get this level. So I went ahead and got their Magsafe connector, which really is as easy as clipping it on. It goes on correctly every time, so clean. So once I've stuck that on, I can just stick it straight on the gimbal. Now I just turned on the screen recording on this so I can show you exactly how I use it. The first way is that I definitely use it to focus on products. I don't normally use the front camera. I pretty much always use the back camera. It's super smart and I have a trick for that. But it has smart tracking, so it'll track me or a product I choose, and I can just have it track. This has so many features. You can add your text on it if you want to read on it. It has fancy zoom-ins, like a dolly shot. You can do so much with this gimbal, but here are the pieces that are most important to me. I mostly will record on the back camera in portrait mode, or I can easily flip into landscape mode. So that's really clean. I also love that it will automatically focus, and it always automatically keeps everything level. But if I want to, I can go to manual focus. And this is key if you're doing lots of close-up shots and pulling back, is that if you're in auto, I find that it will often refocus as it's moving back to get what it thinks is the best shot. And usually I don't want that for those moments, so I will keep it in manual mode. And I am using the Insta360 app for all this. You can also just use the iPhone's camera app as well. And then my favorite part is the gesture control. So I will set this up and then I'll just give it bunny ears to have it turn on and bunny ears to turn off. I can also set it that if I put my hand up, it will automatically start tracking me and turn on. Really nice, especially for outdoor shots, moving around. That gesture control and that tracking is fantastic. Now, when I'm not walking around with it recording, I have it on a really sturdy tripod. And I have a tripod that gets super tall, and it's not an amazing tripod, I'll give you that. I did not feel like dropping the money on an amazing one, but it does have aluminum legs. They get extremely tall. I'm 5'11", and this does get more than tall enough for me. And it has really sturdy controls all around. The main thing I was looking for in this tripod is I wanted one that was more heavy duty, so as the gimbal moved, the tripod wouldn't shake. And this one doesn't shake. So I will set it up on this tripod. And with the tripod, those gestures come in so handy. I specifically love when I look at myself and I'm further away, it'll have a smart AI tracking, which is much better at zooming in and out of what I want to focus on. Right now I'm so close, it's not gonna give me that, but it's so smart in its tracking. And if you ever want to reset it, you just double click the button on the back and that will put it back at its standard spot. But this really isn't all. The next part is that I need a microphone that's on me. Right now I'm wearing the Hollyland Lark Max. I love this mic, but I've had it for over a year. I've dropped it a ton of times, and sometimes the sound goes out, specifically on the receiver. The transmitters still seem to work fine, so I have given it up. I'm going to give an example with a transmitter. You can kind of connect it on. It's not the cleanest, but there is a magnetic point on the side of the gimbal. So you could connect it right here, put in a cord, connect it to your phone. So you are not limited to what I'm about to show you. Because I went ahead and got myself the Hollyland Lark M2S. And what I love about this microphone is instead of being super obvious, this might as well not be seen at all. It's super, super tiny. You can add a windshield to it if you want. And the reason I always have one on this is since the mic aims up, sometimes my hair will hit it and it makes terrible sound. Whereas this, with the way the mic is designed, I don't worry about that at all. You just clip it on and it's basically invisible. And so then the key piece is this is the receiver, and this just clips right into my phone. And you can see right here how clean it is. It really does just clip right in. So now I am ready to walk around with my microphone going. So nice. And then on top of all of this, I can connect another phone to this device to remote control it. So with the Insta360 app, it lets me scan a QR code to another device. So now I'm going to flip it portrait just because it's easier. I can look at this, I can control it from the phone. I can select what I want it to focus on from this phone. And I can, of course, hit record, go through all the options. This gives me all the control. So whether I'm using gestures or I'm using this phone or I'm using both, all of that is powerful. It definitely makes my day of recording go much faster. Now, the last piece is that I usually will record in bulk. I am recording all day, and before, my biggest issue is that my phone would run out of batteries. And that's one of the things I really love about the Hollyland Lark M2S is it actually has a USB-C port here. So I can charge the phone through the microphone receiver. All I need to do is plug it in at the microphone, and then this actually plugs into this point at the gimbal. So now the phone is being charged by the Insta360 Flow 2 gimbal, and then I will use another cord to charge the gimbal itself. So I can plug that right in. Obviously I can plug this into anything I want, a wall outlet, but I prefer using power banks because they're portable so I can keep moving around. This is the INIU power bank. I love this power bank. I was gifted this a long time ago for review, but it's a very powerful power bank. It's actually a 25,000 milliampere power bank, and it has a great fast charge that I can use obviously for the gimbal, but also for a computer, whatever I want. And it has this really great LED screen. So this I just put on the floor. And now I'm ready for a full day of recording. This setup will never run out of batteries. It will always stay level without having me figure out how to make it level. I love the auto tracking. I love how it can give me a smarter look as I'm moving around, looking at different things on the table, that it almost acts as if I have another person in the room doing my recording for me. And it's so clean as a gimbal when I need to walk around with it and use it for close-ups or looking around something. Really fantastic all around. So if you are looking for a really nice setup as a creator, this is my current favorite setup. It is June 2025. I got all of this in May. I have been taking an iterative approach on upgrading or changing elements of my recording setup for a very long time. And without question, this is my favorite setup. Between this and having two large diffuse lights, I have exactly what I want, and I think you'll love this as well. I highly recommend everything in this setup.